Hey guys, this is a very different video from what I usually do. Obviously as a designing channel you wouldn't really expect a vlog as such. But I just wanted to talk to you about the year 2013. I've seen lots of people making this video. I kind of decided to make one after I watched Alex or Marsbar Gaming. His channel would be in the description. And I just kind of thought it'd be a nice way to bring some closure to the year, you could say. And I've got a few things to say, a few things to announce. I've got a Q&A that I did on Twitter. So first thing I'm going to start off with is just thank you guys for 900 subscribers. I hit that, I think it was like a few days ago, it wasn't too long ago. And that's such an incredible milestone. I mean, before I had the designing channel, I had a vlogging channel. And I think I worked on that for a little bit longer than what I've been working on my graphics channel for, which is incredible. And I only had 360 subscribers, so it's something that I've kind of always wanted to hit, is 1,000 subscribers. I mean, it's been my long-term goal for quite some time, and to think that I'm now this close is just absolutely incredible, and I can't really thank you guys enough for that. So my Q&A, I've literally just got my phone out. It's going to be super casual. I'm just going to go on Twitter. I've got the hashtag up. Hashtag AskGibby. So the first one is from Parker H Designs, and it is, what is some advice you have for young designers who want to get more noticed? Okay, young designers to get more noticed. First thing, just focus on the quality of your content. The quantity that you're pushing out doesn't matter too much. It's the quality that really does matter. I mean, I think it was last summer I was pushing out like a speed art a day, and they were crap. They were absolutely rubbish, and I wasn't getting anywhere. But then recently, it wasn't too recently, I think it was a few months ago, I decided to kind of change my channel so that I would focus on larger projects instead of just pushing out one speed art at a time. And I think the large projects, you guys seem to be really enjoying them, even though they only come out like maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. But you guys seem to really enjoy that more, and I've been growing so much faster since I decided to do that. So Parker, definitely the best thing you can do is to just get fantastic quality videos out and enter contests and recruitment challenges. Alright, moving on to the next, we have, I don't know how to say this, Midas. What stage of education are you in? I'm currently in my first year of college, and I know people are like, wait, what? Because in America you have to wait until you're 18 until you can move on to college. But over here in the UK you can go there once you finish school, which is at 16. So I'm in first year at college. I'm studying a level 3 BTEC in graphic design. It's a 2-year course. And I'm loving it at the moment, to be honest with you. College is so much better than secondary school. It's like completely different. It's not exactly the easiest thing to get used to, because you have so much freedom in college, whereas you're not really allowed to do much in secondary school. Okay. We have tips about YouTube. Present your channel well. That is such a must-have. I mean, have your thumbnails the same theme as your banner and avatar. Have your Twitter the same theme as your YouTube. Just give yourself the same branding everywhere, because it makes you so easily recognizable. For example, if someone looks at my YouTube, they see what I have at the moment currently, which is the blue theme with these like white streaks. And I've got that exact same thing on my Twitter. So it's easy to recognize me on Twitter if you've seen my YouTube before. That's like the most important thing, and like I said before, just quality of the content. Edit your videos nicely. And another thing I'd say is, when you join a team, to support the team, have their logo in any fashion at the beginning of your video. You don't technically have to use the intro, but if they want to use that video, then re-render it. So always keep your project files saved. That's probably like a must-have. Okay, North, who has inspired you this year? There's two main people who have inspired me. That is Drone Drone Concepts, because his work is absolutely fantastic, and I love the way that he presents his work and the amount of time he spends on each piece, you could say. It's a really good thing that he does, and it's something that everyone should aspire to. And the second one is Ali, Dare Ali. He's inspired me because the way that he presents himself is paramount to how I've seen anyone else present themselves. He's very professional, yet at the same time he's managed to run Dare fantastically, and it's just the general way that Ali actually shows his work and interacts with other people is just very professional, and it's something that everyone should aspire to as a designer. We have Hugo. Where are you from? I am from the UK, in a tiny little rural village called Buckingham. It sucks here, but you know, I get along. There's only like a few little shops, but it's enjoyable, I guess. Have you ever been a player or an editor for a team, or have you just been a graphic designer? Jake Swish. Okay, Jake, I have only ever just been a graphic designer. I don't do the editing and the playing. I'm not really that in with the COD community. I mean, I know I probably should be, because that's where quite a lot of designers get quite popular from, but I steer away from that as best I can, but sometimes it's good to just, you know, kind of be there. Because there's a huge community there of great people, and if you're with them, then obviously it's a good way to get popular and etc, 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 and grow your channel. Okay, this is from Quest. When will you get invited to Dare? Also, how long did it take you to learn how to manipulate images? When will I get invited to Dare? I don't know, I can't answer that question. I might not. Maybe 2014 is the year. Don't know. And how long did it take you to learn how to manipulate images? Well, that's a hard question. It's been well over a year, maybe even 2 years I've been practicing manipulation hard, because I have focused so much of my attention on manipulating images and a fraction of that on branding. And for some reason, I've said this in a previous video, for some reason you guys seem to much prefer the branding. I get a bigger amount of feedback on branding than I do when I manipulate images. And I've only been learning how to brand for what, like 5 months? So it's quite an interesting kind of idea that manipulating images is so hard and it takes so much longer to learn than quite a lot of these other kind of sections of design, you could say. And I've still got so much more to improve on. I mean, I've sought after Jess, Drone, Corpal, all those guys have given me advice on how to improve my manipulations, and I still need to, you know, work on my skills, etc, etc. So the answer to your question is I'm still not done learning how to manipulate images. I've still got things to learn, and even the best of the best can still improve, you know. There's never really a way to get it to perfect realism, if you know what I mean. Okay, from Dom. Okay, Gibby, my main man, why your hair so good? Okay, Dom, I will explain. It's not that great, it just looks good on camera. Okay, Connor Aitken, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? That's a good question. At the end of this year, I'm hoping to have 10,000 subscribers. I know that's a massive, massive jump, but I guess I've got a year to go, and with the rate of my channel and how it's growing at the moment, I think it's possible. As long as I push out the content and I don't have a break or any of that rubbish. Just keep going, keep motivated, just keep on the determination, and hopefully at the end of the year I would have reached my goal of 10,000 subscribers. So you never know, it could happen, probably won't, but if you set your sights high, then you'll land somewhere pretty decent. I don't know the expression. Okay. Hover, do you love me, Gibby? Yes, Hover, of course I do. Don't make me say these things. Jen, RSB Recruiting, I don't know, I'm not the leader. Okay, so guys, all of those questions were from Twitter. Just want to plug myself. My Twitter will be at the top of the description because I tweet so much. If you aren't following me on Twitter, then you're missing out on quite a lot of things. I announce so much on there, I do giveaways. I can't even, like, I've got almost an army of people who kind of interact with it. It's like a giant friend group, my Twitter, so go and follow me and just interact because it's great fun. Anyone who's kind of on my Twitter has joined in Skype calls, etc. Like we had a New Year's Skype party and it was absolutely hysterical, and I had people from my Twitter just coming in, and it was just great. And someone actually did a hashtag Gibby for Dare thing, and like now there's like loads of people tweeting it at once trying to get it to trend, so that was incredible. And it's great to know that there's people out there supporting me and helping me improve and etc, and they've always got my back and I've always got theirs. So go follow me on Twitter if you don't want to miss out on things. And I've actually concocted a little list of people that I want to say thank you to, and I'm going to start off with Horn. Now, I've known Horn since I had 65 subscribers, and we don't talk as much as we used to, but I still do get in contact with him. He's kind of gone very inactive. He's been inactive for a while now, which sucks to see. You know, the guy who I started with has kind of dropped, but I want to give a massive thank you to him. I mean, him and I, we started Art Squared, and it was just, back in the day we were excited when we had like, I don't know, 5 people in the team, and it's such an incredible journey that I've had, and it's always good to know that the guy that you started with is still here now, and just want to give him a massive thank you. Second person, everyone saw this one coming, is North. I met North when he was in Dare. It wasn't too long ago, I haven't known him for that long, but he's already now like my best friend in the design community. And I've already shared some very weird experiences with him, as you might have seen in his video. I watched him sleep because he passed out on his bed. And now I've watched him actually take a piss out of his window when he was drunk during the New Year's Skype party. So yeah, we've definitely shared some very weird experiences together, and yeah, I definitely owe a big thank you to North because he's helped me so much, and he's such a funny guy. And I'll leave a link to his Twitter actually, because everyone's been linking his channel, but he doesn't use his channel anymore. And I know he wants to get 1,000 followers, so his Twitter's in the description as well. His tweets are absolutely hysterical. Okay, next I've got Kira, Kiwi as I call him, and as many other people call him. I met Kiwi when he was in DZ, and I met him, I believe it was through Aurora or Ed, and I don't really know what to say about Kiwi because he's just such a great guy, and he's helped me more than anyone else. That's the biggest thing I could possibly say. He's helped me more than anyone else in this community. He's constantly been there supporting me. I can always go to him with any questions, or he's always given me like ways to improve. And I just owe a massive thank you to him, so thanks for that, Kira. I really do appreciate it. Okay, we've got James, the Creative Station leader. Now, James has been, I've known James for quite a while now. I think it's been a good few months I've known James, and I've definitely had some very good conversations with him. I mean, recently he's actually quite negative about his work. He's always doubting it, and I'm always trying my best to, you know, kind of tell him that it's alright, and everyone starts somewhere, and you know. But he actually works for Disney, so I don't know why he always doubts his work, because working for such an amazing company would just be fantastic. And he's done some very impressive things. I mean, the leader of Creative Station, oof, wow. And he actually helped me getting into a directorship position at Creative Station, and that was pretty much how I met him. So big thank you, James. I just can't thank you enough. Alright, next we have Ed, or In The Effects. Now Ed, I've known Ed for a while now, and he's just a good friend of mine. I mean, I've had some good conversations with Ed. I'm always supporting him. He's always supporting me. So a big thank you to you, Ed. You know, it's just fantastic to have people like you, you know, backing me. Hover. I'm going to put Hover and Stromix together because they're the leaders of Art Squared along with North now. Because if you don't know, I've dropped down from my leadership position temporarily because I need time to do college work mainly. It's all getting a bit too much now, all this college work and stuff. So I've dropped down from my leadership position and I've left it to North, Hover, Stromix and Lebo to run it, and hopefully when I come back they would have done a good job. So thank you guys for everything you've done for Art Squared. I mean, without you guys it would be where it is now, and it's just the support that I've gotten from you is absolutely fantastic. I cannot thank you enough. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but I do really mean it. Okay, I want to thank all my active followers on Twitter. What I actually did was I did a tweet, retweet this if you would like to be in my video. And I thought, like, no one's ever done this before, but it's a good way to show kind of support for the people who support you, and it's good like to show that you're there and you're recognizing them. So I did this tweet, and I'll just show a screenshot now of all the people who did it. Thank you guys so much. I mean, it's good to know that when you tweet something like that, people are interested, people are actually reading it, you know. And that means so much to me. So you guys being there is just fantastic. It really does mean a lot. Okay, I have another thing to announce. That is my exclusive pack. Now, a while ago, a very long time ago, I did the 100th video, which was a bit of a flop, you could say. It was my Creative Station exclusive upload. It was a pretty big flop, but I did promise you guys that I would release a pack for it. And I've actually done a lot more work on that pack, and now the link to it is in the description. It's super cheap. I could have given it away for free, but guys, the amount of effort that's gone into it, because every single image and every single stock in that pack is completely taken by me. And you get them in raw file formats, which means you can change the exposure without getting artifacts, etc, etc. So the work that went into that is incredible. There's not a single image downloaded from anywhere. They're all straight from my camera or made from scratch in Photoshop. So I definitely worked a bit hard on that pack. So yeah, the link to it is in the description. Now next thing, moving on. Dom said that I have nice hair. So this hair is not going to last long, and I'll explain why. I have a cousin called Chase, and it was a few months ago that she was actually diagnosed with cancer, and I'm very close to her. I have been for years, and I'm actually shaving all this hair off. Won't be long until such a thing happens, so it's gonna be a laugh. If you guys want to contact Chase, just, you know, send her some support. Her Twitter is in the description. Please guys, if you are going to contact her, you know, be careful, just, you know, send her your regards, etc. That would mean so much to me, and it means so much to her to know that there's people, even people that she doesn't know, who are, you know, there to support in such a fragile time. And I'm so proud of her. She's done so well, but she's been smiling the whole time pretty much. I've never seen anyone, you know, walk around with a smile on their face, still very positive about things, even though they're in that situation. So I cannot explain, like, I cannot really tell you guys how proud I am of her. So that means a lot. Okay, now I have concocted a little flashback of the year. I'm going to show you guys some of my first ever work, which is so embarrassing. And I'm going to show you guys some of the work that I've done more recently. It's a nice timeline to show how I've improved. So guys, thank you so much for the year. It means so much to me. And bring on 2014. Hopefully, you know, we can hit some big milestones and achieve some incredible goals together. So thank you guys.